Hello, this is Nick from ReviewOutlaw.com. Today I'm going to do a review of the Yamaha VX Deluxe, the 2015 versus the 2016. So they've changed the engine primarily by upgrading the 2 years, and so they've dramatically changed kind of the performance of these two. What they haven't changed so much is the hull design. The hull design is pretty similar. They have changed the colors, of course. As you can see, one's black, the other one is like a white blue. And you don't get too many options as far as the colors. I do like the black a little bit better, just a little bit sleeker design. But when I got the white in, I was actually pleasantly surprised by the seat color. It stands up pretty well, and it looks pretty bright and looks pretty good. Now, the biggest change between the older model, the 2015s, and the 2016s is the engine. They went with a smaller engine, which basically means it's lighter weight, but they actually got more performance from it. So this is actually the old engine. As you can tell, pretty much fills up most of the compartment down here. You don't have a lot of room, which is it's a bit of a pain when changing oil. Not very easy to access the internal compartments and change a filter and things like that. Still doable, but not as easy. As we go over to the 2016, you're going to notice that the engine is much smaller. Now you'd think that would mean less performance, but because it's lighter weight and actually did less cylinders, I believe they went with 3 cylinders. I had to verify online to check that, but they went with 3 cylinders. Yeah, 3 cylinders here. So the other ones are 4 cylinders to 3 cylinders. Now you can tell, much smaller, much easier to get back here, access the compartment. It's a lighter weight. So one thing you'll notice is when you drive them, that takeoff performance is actually quicker on this Wave Runner, and it's very noticeable. To accelerate, you have the 2016 next to the 2015, you hit that throttle, and you're going to notice a big increase in speed here. So you're going to notice that. As far as when you get top speed, they're about the same. You're not going to really notice one going too much faster. The top speed's about the same, but the acceleration's better in 2016. One con to the 2016, or downside to the 2016, is the noise. It's a much louder noise than the 2015, and that's probably due to echo, because there's less engine compartments, so it's creating sort of an echo effect. So you could put some noise dampening, but it's quite a pain to do that, so it's very unlikely that many people are going to be doing that. So you're just going to tolerate the noise. A little bit harder to talk if you to someone if you got the engine on. So that's something if you're caring about noise. I'd say it's probably 25 to 30% louder. So that's one thing, but the pickup, if you want to hit waves, is a little bit better, better acceleration there. So that's the main differences. As far as the key layout, the throttling handle, all that's the same. I'm going to take you for just a drive on both of them, just to kind of gauge, and maybe you can kind of hear the noise difference. It's going to be hard to pick up on the microphone, but at least you can kind of see the difference. As far as the ride, they're both ride really nice. The curves, the corners, they take the edges very quickly. I mean, if you had 2 people on the 2016, it is maybe a little bit more tippy. You have to be a little bit more careful because of that extra power. You could turn it and flip it over a little bit easier, which is kind of fun. Because of the extra weight in the 2015, it's going to be a little bit harder to flip someone over, which is something you might be looking for if you want stability. But you definitely can't flip someone over. If you really want to flip this thing and roll it, you could if you really put an effort into that. So that's the quick overview of the 2 jet skis. Now I'm going to take you for a ride on them.